Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 65 of the 30 Virtues podcast. Hello,
Hello, everyone.
I'm Messina.
I'm Vodarad.
I'm LJ.
I'm Venom.
I'm Nyra.
I'm Geordan.
And well,
He's Geordan.
how's life been going for everybody?
Pretty awesome.
Going good.
What's wrong with you, Bart?
What do you mean? I'm peachy perfect.
What is with that phony voice?
Have you suffered
What
brain?
is with your phony voice?
Have you suffered brain damage after dealing with the commenters in the autopsy videos?
What do you mean? What commenters? What do you speak of?
$10 he lost in the video he's working on. It's all gone.
Buck says
Video?
he's
What are
gone
you
insane.
talking about?
What?
Buck says he's gone insane.
That's very likely, actually.
I'm not insane, good sir.
Then what is
I'm
with that
bringing my
phony
article back.
voice?
What are you
You called
doing?
near us.
I'm bringing
Co-
my article back.
You called near us, sir.
Wow.
That's because Nyra is a sir.
Oh,
Oh,
Good sir.
oh, don't
Good sir.
make me punch you.
Oh,
Don't
snap.
make you
Oh,
what?
snap. TTV throw down! TTV throw down! Ah!
Never.
Don't make you what
You
me?
can't play throwdown.
Don't make me punch you.
Oh, I heard something else.
Burgard.
The
That was-
table has been thrown! Will you accept the challenge, Venom?
What?
Okay, on with the episode.
Yeah, okay, well,
What challenge?
let's start this up.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, shut up and let's start.
What's
Hey.
going on as of late
Or how's about...
to us? Well, there's Autopsy. You released the second episode. I think the first was out.
Autopsy
by the time I
is-
recorded that.
Yeah, Autopsy is really cool.
You've watched both of them?
Yeah.
George,
Both of them
you
so
watched
far.
them? Okay, cool.
What's your opinion on the second episode? I'm curious.
Pretty interesting. Goes really in depth. I do like what the episode was about.
Fine then.
What was it about?
Elitism and criticism.
Jordan's on the ball.
Nyra,
Yeah,
you need to
I
step
was
up the game.
asking your sister, but okay.
yeah, that is actually what the episode was about.
Do you have any negative feedback at all?
That's the title
not
of the
really.
episode.
Not really.
Okay. Apparently, I have been offending people. So.
Yeah, I'm offended.
Oh,
Offending people, then we're doing a good job.
I guess that's the way to look at it.
In a way.
I guess that's a good way.
Yeah, people have been posting and they don't understand the meaning of the video. They think it's some kind
How
of
about that
direct.
there, Brandon?
If you
Yeah,
don't mind, I'm going to eat my Snickers bar.
I do not mind. Food is good for the soul.
Sugar bar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck,
that Brandon
it's good
guy
for
who's
the-
been like tormenting us ever since.
There's a couple others too. It's just people seem to not realize that the video is not a direct sequel to the first, and that it's not about bringing Bionicle back. Even though Var did reply to a couple comments, it's about something completely different. So a lot of people seem to be carrying over the first discussion and ignoring the second.
Well, a lot
Making
of
those
people say
sniff
that
noises.
beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but it's more like image is in the eye of the beholder. The
Pretty
image
much,
you
yeah.
give yourself kind of reflects what people will say.
Yeah. So the first video being about a controversial issue, I guess, that has changed the mentality of some people, but still,
Well, I actually thought you were spot on with the first episode.
well, thanks. Well, I did as well. Var did very well with that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was actually a really well done episode.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah, I just find it funny because I was telling this to the others earlier. I thought these kind of opinions were like BZP only. And Nyra, Jordan, I don't think you've been on BZP. Okay, I have to pause. What's with that Skype noise?
That's mine.
Ah, okay.
Dude, you might want to turn that down a little bit. Either that or go on Do Not Disturb.
This is
Does anyone
not
get the
a let's
sound?
play, I assure you.
Oh yeah,
All that crappy Let's Play.
you're
you
making
did.
a reference. You and Alina. Should we unveil the plans for this here, or should we?
Please,
Eh,
please.
You want to?
eh.
It's your call, LJ. If you want to talk about it, it's a replacement for your series.
But if
Let
we
me
tell
ask
them
Elena.
it exists, then they're going to expect it. I don't want them to expect it. I don't want it to be released at all.
No, anyway, I was just saying, I'm not sure if you or Jordan have ever been on BZP. I know you're not a member, but have you ever been on there?
I've been on BZP a few times.
Okay. Because for me, my opinions on that place, I don't know. I don't know what I think of that place. There's
Pretty much a train wreck right now.
Oh yeah, colossal train wreck right now. But even back when it wasn't, there's a very high concentration of stupid people over there.
Well, that
Ah.
and most forums.
Most forums, but more
You-
specifically,
Meso, you can't insult anyone apparently. Having an opinion is wrong.
well,
Well, actually, having an opinion actually is good. Most schools and
That's
other
the
things
joke.
try to say
I'm
that
sorry.
it's wrong.
You're not assimilating well into the army. That's gonna be an issue.
yeah.
First of all, it's kind of
I'm kidding.
I was just saying, it seems like that place more than others. I guess based on why it was created, BZP. The purpose, how it was created, the people they have there, like Greg Farshtey and all that. It lends people to have a different mentality when going there than other Bionicle-related places. And I think it's because that's the sole main place for Bionicle discussion. People go there and they talk and they bounce opinions off one another for years in blog entries and topics. And the people that believe a certain way just get reinforced over and over to the point where they become really diehard and serious about it. And this really came true more so than normal when Bionicle was ended. Ever since then, going there, not so much nowadays. Nowadays it's just a train wreck. But like a year ago, 2 years ago, that place you couldn't go anywhere on the forum without stumbling across a Hero Factory versus Bionicle / Bring Back Bionicle debate.
Well,
And-
bring back Bionicle if they brought it back with like better builds, like
Oh, yeah.
custom builds for each one. I mean, having the Kina build was absolutely a miracle.
Yeah. Kina build.
However,
It was-
they need to
It
use
was a
all the new
custom
stuff.
build for that set, which was so awesome.
They would
For
need
most
to
of the other
use
sets,
the
yeah.
new molds for Hero Factory, but it would be more expensive to actually make a new mold rather than use the molds that they have now.
Because here's the thing with the HF build system. They made it not for Hero Factory. That's actually a fact not many people know. They didn't design the build system to be a HF build system. They designed it so they could use it if they wanted to make any more action figure lines. Which is why they've used that system with all those superhero action figures and the...
They used it with the superhero action figures. I believe they also used it with the Ben 10 line, the short-lived Ben 10 line they had.
They didn't use the exact system.
They used
but
a similar system.
They used
for it.
pieces that have appeared many times since in Hero
It was
Factory.
just a prototype.
Yeah, it was basically a prototype. He's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I'm saying. That's why Var said what he said. That's why I've always said what I said. If they bring back Bionicle, I would like to think. Obviously, it's a new line. They're gonna make a lot of new pieces. They're gonna make a lot of recolored pieces.
Yeah, but with
just-
story, if they had, like set-wise, if they had custom builds for each of the Toa, that would be
Oh yeah, definitely.
difficult, but awesome.
Custom builds for Toa would be great. It's more custom builds for villains that I would care about.
Yeah, that would be awesome too, because it gives each character personality. And if people have problems with the storyline because it's way too complex, maybe they should have some of the fans of the series Bionicle make some of the story, because that would involve
I don't know. I don't
that
know
would
about
involve
that.
the
I think
fans.
the
One
Hero
of them.
episodes work. I really think they just have a bunch of kids in like a test room and make a story up with it. And then they just take the best ideas and then just put it in the episode.
I guess that because that's actually something which they were gonna do at some point. Greg Farshtey was teasing more community-centric, story-related things, and he was gonna do that with like, okay, competitions, who is the great being, all this stuff. Maybe get fans a bit more invested in the story. Maybe have a part in the story, not dictate what is canon, but
the process I kind of had in my mind was like basically Cranium game testing, because Nyra and I were game testers for Cranium because their headquarters used to be up in Seattle. And
Yeah.
That's cool.
and basically what I had in mind was they took a bunch of kids, had all the basically the prototype sets, and just had the kids play around a little bit. And they sat down in another room with, of course, a two-way mirror, because one is a mirror and the other is like glass, so you can see through. And they just write down the best ideas on a clipboard, and then once the kids are done playing around, they get to take some sets that they wanted themselves home for free.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we got Jetpack Jam, I think?
Jam Pack Jam, one of the games that we tested, got eventually.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we got that eventually.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I remember one time for my birthday we went cranium testing, and that was so awesome. Really fun.
I know that they did the whole room thing with the sets. I remember seeing videos of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, with games they kind of have to do that in order to make sure.
The theory I have, I don't know if they do that actually, but
oh yeah, well, I know they do that for the sets. That's been confirmed. They do that literally that exact same process. We've heard it documented.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh god.
Like
also when sorry.
With the kids getting to take home sets and doing that whole thing, that's done.
Yeah, I remember one time when we were testing a game for Cranium, and it was what was it? It was like a travel game.
Some sort.
Yeah, it had I think it was like travel or something. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember one time I was testing it with one of my friends. Her name, let's just call her Cindy. Cindy, her younger brother, and her mom were with us, like my mom, my brother, and I. The 6 of us were playing this game, and I remember we had their office was so cool. It was so much fun to be at. They also let you have sodas and other stuff, so we had Pepsi and we had Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola. I had Dr. Pepper, I think, and my friend Cindy had Coca-Cola.
Some good Coca-Cola.
No.
Cokehead, get your face out of the snow.
So was another name for that, but anyways, on with the story. Basically what happened was I went to grab my soda and I wasn't even looking to see if it was my soda or not, but when I looked down, I noticed that it was a different taste from Dr. Pepper, and I noticed it was my friend Cindy's.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Hey,
I brought my soda.
Hi.
I remember one of us brought our soda over to the game board and accidentally spilled it on it. It was like just a piece of paper. So we kind of ruined the game board.
It was the most important piece of paper that they had ever created.
No, they probably had another one, but it's like, they'll dry out.
That's why they moved away from Seattle.
No, they were bought by they were bought out by Hasbro.
Oh.
They were bought out by Hasbro.
Stupid Hasbro.
Yeah, they were bought out by Hasbro because they spent all their money replacing that game board you destroyed.
There's really only 3 times I buy things from Hasbro. Not so much Transformers and Star Wars, but mainly Nerf.
Yup.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get into Nerf, and I have never had for some reason.
Oh my, Matt Nui. More people need to get into Nerf.
They're making a Nerf bow because bows are so cool nowadays.
Yeah, bows are awesome nowadays. It's like everyone wants a bow now.
The last Christmas that Nyra and I had, I got a Nerf Stampede. You know, the SMG, the giant SMG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I got a Lego set. It was the Medieval Market Village.
I've heard
Market Village.
I've heard good things about that one
Market
actually.
Yeah, that one is actually pretty cool.
It's a set
more
that
of
she
a model
wanted
set.
years. Ever since it came out, she said that she wanted that one, and now she can.
Well, ever since I saw a picture of it, it was like, oh my god, that's so awesome.
Yep.
It wasn't ever since it came out. It was more like ever since I saw it.
The first time you saw it, you wanted it, and once you got it, you were shutting up about it.
Yeah. It's a really cool set, and if any of you viewers decide to get it, you'll like it.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, viewers.
Like 100.
Wait, how much?
I
It's
thought
like-
it was like $100, maybe
Yeah,
$80.
it's $100.
That looks reasonable for that price. That's pretty well made.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
LJ,
my god.
do you have any updates on, like you said you would ask Alina?
Oh yeah, I asked her. She said she gave it the green light.
Okay, then I think we should lift the veil on the secret new series that we have been planning. Enlighten us as to the backstory and why this is a thing.
All right, as everyone probably knows, the main thing that I do on the channel is direct Biocraft and review old sets. And this upcoming Tuesday, the 30th, will be the final 2001 set review.
Kill me now.
And then I need to take a break from 2001 set reviews in order to continue collecting 2002 sets so that I can start reviewing those. And in the meantime, that break, what's going to fill up Tuesdays is going to be a Let's Play of the 2005 Bionicle game Maze of Shadows that myself and Alina are going to be doing. Alina will be playing the game. I will be watching, commentating, crying.
For those of you who don't know or remember Alina, she used to be a member of the podcast, but she is not anymore due to not really having interest in what we talk about, but she still hangs around in our group. And this is a new thing her and LJ are going to do that will hopefully get her name out there and be entertaining and enjoyable for the masses.
She wants to get more involved with the channel, so she wanted to do that, and she wanted me to tag along
Yeah.
to help.
Oh, so sweet.
It's understandable.
Now, we have all watched this. Except you two.
You don't know that.
No, I don't. But I have a very good guess because it's unlisted. So unless Nyra forwarded you the link, you probably.
I think I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
What do you think?
It was kind of interesting. That's all I have to say about it. It was interesting.
You're so kind, Nyra.
You have a kind heart, Nyra.
Well, you're one to talk. Or your thoughts on it, if I recall correctly.
The video is not even public and it already has 1 dislike.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
VAR!
That wasn't me. I swear that wasn't me.
Vin, I'm thinking.
Venom!
It wasn't me.
No! Wait, wasn't that guy who was trolling you?
No, it's not even public yet. There's been such a small amount of people who've watched it.
That's how
Venom!
bad it is.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I'm very curious to see feedback about this.
Or the lols.
Oh god, I don't want
What the? But yeah, so that's gonna be
For the
replaced.
lulz, Don. For the lulz.
Some good news is that the 2002 collection's almost complete.
Yep.
I mean, just today I got Exotoa, so
Yep.
yeah. Got like 3 more sets, and then I'll have everything
Wait,
geared up
wait.
to start editing and reviewing.
Wait. Did you say Biotoa or something? What?
Exotoa.
Oh, Exotoa. Those are pretty rare, I think.
Yeah.
Got a good deal
Okay.
off it. eBay.
Shway.
Go eBay.
Sway.
Go.
Swag.
If
Speaking of eBay, how goes your new video series, Vin?
Oh my god!
You choked hardcore. Not that it
Nope.
matters because we've got a video we need to post later today, so it can be watched tomorrow. I'll probably. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna delay uploading this until Sunday, so we can get our video adequate screen time, and then you can release your video on Monday.
Well, yeah, actually, the reason why I'm not working on it is because I'm here now.
Oh well, that works. Can you have it ready by Monday?
You want it up by Monday?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then do we want to talk a little bit about this new Simi series or leave it a surprise?
No, I think this one we should leave.
Yeah,
Guessing.
I'll say. I've been going on eBay quite a bit recently, and well, I'll be uploading some of my interesting finds on there. See, that's all I'm gonna say.
It'll be good because we get to we'll help the community get some Bionicle sets that they might have missed out on. So
Yeah.
shut up.
And then Mange is also making a new series where he's gonna review Bionicle Flash games. So we have got quite a lot of new content rocking and rolling lately.
I mean, I might also interview one of my friends who is in the biotube community,
Do it if you can.
Kyler
name?
Nuva 135.
Oh, that punk. I've got a bone to pick with him.
What did he do to you, Elder?
Happy holidays and his Christmas videos. I've got a bone
It's
to
Merry
pick with
freaking
him.
Christmas!
Yeah. Well,
Did I miss out on something?
Wait.
What?
I was
What's going on?
bone to pick.
What are we talking about?
no one heard anything.
Basically, Var, there's a guy on YouTube. He's a biotuber called Kyler Nuva Assorted
135.
Numbers.
135, all odd numbers.
Those numbers. And in his Christmas videos, he always puts, happy holidays. That always irks me. Unless,
It's Merry
Why does that irk
freaking
you?
Christmas.
well,
Screw you, it's very.
I just had a thought. Why does that irk me?
Yeah, why does it irk you?
Hey,
why
it
does
irks me in certain cases with certain people.
Yeah.
But what about him? This is something I will have to investigate. The bone may not have to have been picked or be picked or
Next up.
whatever.
Saying.
Next up, I'll save you here, LJ, because you're floundering. I'll pull you out of the abyss because I'm a good friend. Next up, Nyra, Jordan, I fully acknowledge you two will not know anything about this. This is Halo. This is Halo 4. But
Okay.
I have to bring this to attention, and you may understand why this is so bad
If you fall asleep,
if you
will know.
if
that
you
it's
follow closely. Halo 4, for listeners that don't know, for you guys that probably don't know either, was made by a different company than those that made all the other games. They've picked up the reins because the old company named Bungie said, we're not going to make the games anymore. We're moving on to other projects. So this new team was made by Microsoft with a couple former employees to make Halo 4, this game, and continue the franchise. And they released it in November, and it had great sales, and it was the single most hyped thing in this conversation ever recorded before you guys got here. And it released, and it was great for the first 2 months, I'd say. And then ever since February, it's just been in a steep decline in quality and in reception.
Same thing with the Call of Duty franchise. They're all like, all their DLCs cost $65 to $70 for just
In total,
2 maps and possibly 3 weapons.
Wait.
And it costs
No.
$65.
I think what you mean to say is their DLC cycle, which has about 16 maps in total per game, costs an extra $60. Because each map pack typically has 4 maps and costs $15.
Either way, people are
It's
a lot of 12-year-olds. I don't mean to battle at any 12-year-olds, but
You're
I
bending.
don't need to flame Activision, but Call of Duty, a lot of people that are mainly 12 think that Call of Duty is the best FPS on the market just because it has good sales. Sales does not equal quality. Keep that in mind.
You can argue the game's merits all you want, and believe me, we have internally, because LJ and I are quite large fans. of it, but not without recognizing its flaws. But there are some that are just they're fanboys of the COD series, and they're fanboys of Halo.
Don't say the word fanboys.
Don't say the word 12-year-old.
Basically,
We won't get some haters because of it.
it's funny you'd mention DLC. That's part of the reason Halo 4 took a decline. They released 3 pieces of DLC, and the first one was mediocre. The second was great. The third was great as well, I'd say, but the maps themselves just were... They didn't really do much because the thing is the game has very bad balance problems, gameplay changes they made that are liked by some, hated by others, and maps added through DLC were not really going to fix the matter. And they've spent the last few months cranking these out and have only recently begun to address the severe problems the game has. And that brings us to this. An article was posted on a website called gamasutra.com. You may have heard of it. I don't know what the heck it is, to be quite honest. I guess it's a news site. I don't know. The art and business.
What was it called?
Gamasutra. The art and business of making games is the description of the website, so I'll assume it's a gaming-related news site. And it's called Making Halo 4. And they talk in the article. I will link it, and for those that care, it's a very interesting read. And some of the stuff I'm going to say is made slightly less bad when you try and think of it from the company's perspective, but I just have to highlight it. They talk about how difficult it was to make this game because they came in as a secondary developer trying to pick up the reins. They talk about fan loyalty. They talk about the company's loyalty to the series. And apparently, they didn't really have a proper studio for most of the game's development. I don't know what that means exactly. I guess they didn't have a place to work on it. They have... here we go. You don't have a team at all. You don't have a AAA studio. You have 12 people. You have 13 computers and no office space, said Kiki Wolfkill, explaining the challenge the core team was taking on. And they talk about how difficult it was to make. And they say that there were mistakes along the way, which we know weren't necessarily the right way to do things. But given what we had to deliver and our time frame, we accepted that these are necessary mistakes, and we acknowledged and cataloged them. And they talk about how there was inefficient prototyping and the team didn't define and communicate the prototypes early enough in development, which slowed down the process. They talked about how they changed the fiction and the lore around a bit to make it more accessible. They'd get close to a singular component, such as, say, a new enemy design, and then they would realize they didn't think of it in the context of the game in general, and they had to scrap it because it wasn't good. They were trying to balance familiarity with reinvention. And then the single most defining quote: we had people who we hired who hated Halo because of X, by which they mean insert reason here. But what that really meant was, I feel like this game could be awesome because of Y input that I'm going to bring into it. I want to prove it, and I'm passionate about proving it. And they go on to try and say, oh, that's a good thing, but what that means is they hired the wrong people. They hired people that, what it sounds like is they liked Call of Duty and other FPS games and hated Halo and wanted to bring their vision to Halo rather than sticking with the core development team.
Of course, brings me back to the
Are
thing.
you
about
kidding me?
But wait, that's not
This is
that's not the worst. Go ahead, LJ.
first of all, hi Ian.
Yeah, hey, Ian.
You're late. No. Second of all, while you're saying all this, I've resorted to having to boot up Reach. You have saddened me today.
Ian, you arrive at just the perfect time. We're talking about Halo 4 and how badly mismanaged it is compared to the other games. Are you there? Okay, well, when he gets here, you can chime in, but I'm going to go on because it gets worse. They keep talking about it and how the growing pains they had. And, when you actually read the article, I can kind of understand them.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Perfect.
You're just in time. We're talking about Halo 4, and I'm about to drop a bomb.
Bring it.
Okay.
What's this about horrible management am I getting?
Yeah, horrible management of the game's release and post-launch. That's what we're basically talking about. DLC and whatever. So, let's see, what do they say? It's during that time you're questioning yourself. How is this gonna work? Will it be as I envisioned it in my head? For Halo 4, he says, and we're talking about a person on the development team, there were a few epiphany moments that helped boost the morale of the team. One of the earlier ones that Holmes recalls was when the team completed a small piece of the experience that he described as a very traditional Halo. Extensive user research showed that people thought it was a lot of fun. It was very well received, and it showed that the team was capable of making a Halo game that was true to what the series was about. 343 scrapped it, Holmes says, as it was too traditional.
Wait,
Great
you
job,
want
Mike.
to repeat that?
Idiots.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is what it is. They crafted the game to be very traditional and like traditional Halo. Extensive user research showed that people loved it and thought it was a lot of fun, and it showed that the team was capable of making a Halo game that was true to what the series was about. 343 scrapped it as it was too traditional.
Those idiots.
Okay.
And faith in 343 is lost. I officially hate Halo 4.
No. Hang on, everyone. Hang on. If you're walking in my shoes, you gotta see this as the possibility. Now, anyone who knows me knows my fondness for Halo. Now, I see this as a big opportunity. I'm tired of Halo being the same repetitive. This is actually big news. Thank you, Mezzo. I feel so happy. I'm about to cry.
Ian,
Please
did you
tell me you're
find Halo
kidding.
4 to be repetitive?
Halo had many of the same tropes it did in previous iterations, and I am so glad
Have
this
you
story
never played
came
Call
to
of
light.
Duty?
Yes, I have, and I hate Call of Duty.
Good.
Thank the Lord.
Oh, I have no appreciation for that game.
But Ian, did you find Halo 4 to be repetitive?
Yes,
Well, then this
slightly.
clearly isn't good news.
Like slightly. It had some tropes, but nothing to be, begrudged over. Like, the same style, first-person shooter, run around. It felt very linear in the sense, like previous Halo games, so that was a big grudge of mine.
Yeah.
For those
I
who
wish I
don't,
had different
a
orders.
linear story means that it can only go one direction. You can't have like multiple decisions like you can in The Walking Dead.
Definitely.
Yes, love The Walking Dead. That game was amazing.
That was amazing.
God,
Basically, when you read this
I
article,
loved playing as Daryl.
it's very. It's
oh
very,
no, I'm talking about
Survival games.
I know, I'm making a joke.
You're an ass.
Telltale games.
Yes, the Telltale version was.
But what the survival instinct was great.
Yeah, what are you talking about? That was my favorite game ever.
Leads me back to Call of Duty DLC.
Yes. You and that DLC. Basically, here's the thing with this article. If you read it, you can highlight choice quotes that make it sound horrible, and there's no way you can paint this as a good thing if you actually read the whole article. You can see it was very poorly done. They were doomed from the start, not because they were a new company, but because of the resources they had and because of their setup and because of the people they hired that hated Halo, that influenced it negatively. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You missed that part. There's a quote in the article that says, "We hired people who hated Halo because of X reason."
I gotta read this.
Yeah.
I gotta read this. I gotta read this. I'm getting happier by the second.
Wow. Basically, but this all boils down to it. I know this is gonna sound hilariously awful, and I know Lauren will disagree with me, and Vin probably will too. I'm really excited for Halo 5.
I so am too now.
God,
I've been
no.
I'm a little
happier.
excited for Halo 5.
All this stuff is in the public. The feedback's been nothing but negative. Population's dwindling by the day. Very few people are even playing the game anymore. They can't ignore it. You know what I mean? They have
Yeah.
to change, or else it's not gonna fly.
All right, so
I
I got a
hope.
story to tell you guys.
Okay, that's cool, because that pretty much reaches the end. Before you do, though, I want to ask, before you do that, Vin, LJ Vard, do you have anything else to add about this horrible development?
I had very little faith in 343 for the longest time now, and every single day my faith just decreases completely. My enjoyment of Halo 4 has been rapidly decreasing ever since its release, and this, I don't think I ever want to play Halo again, although I'm going to because it's the only multiplayer game I somewhat enjoy that I have currently. But if I had a choice, my God,
Battlefield, man, Battlefield.
Battlefield it is. Yeah, this game is absolute garbage.
I wouldn't call it that. I think
Yeah,
it's
me
impressive they
neither.
managed to
I-
cobble together what they did with their limitations.
Every single game I played on Halo 4, like for the past 2 months, has been like nonstop fun. So I
It's
don't
'cause
know
they're
what
righting their
end of the
wrongs.
stick you've been getting.
Now, here's the ironic.
That
twist.
makes sense.
I said I had a story.
Yes.
You'll find this very ironic.
Poor Ian.
By this Monday, I'm going to sell my Halo 4 copy.
No! No!
Good decision.
Actually, yes.
No!
Good decision. I'm probably gonna sell mine too.
No!
Now, hang on. Hear me out.
I feel like
For
you're
the
doing
past
this just
few-
to piss him off.
Now, yeah, I know. For the past few months, my buddy Alex and I have been doing nothing but Griffball games. All right? And that's our favorite game type. We don't play any others.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. So, after doing this the whole time, all this repetitive play, I started to grow tired of this, despite the fact that we were poning a lot of noobs and having fun.
You grew tired of Halo? Whoa,
Yes.
that's a surprise.
So, I told my friend that I was going to sell this copy by next week. And, yeah, I find it ironic. Now that I heard this story, I feel so much more appreciation.
Don't do it, because here's the thing: you can be negative. You can be negative all day. They're fixing the game through a period of very, very, very slow title updates and balance tweaks. And I predict by the end of May the game will be good. And if it's not, well, I don't know what
Good.
to say.
Good
We're all
how?
screwed if that happens.
I honestly, I can't see anyone fixing this game. I don't enjoy it at all.
Good.
No, we fix it how?
Well, I don't know how much you've noticed this because you just play Griffball, but the game itself, whether you think it's, tired, the formula was good, bad, the decisions they made were whatever, there are a bunch of crippling balance issues with the game that just break it, be it weapons, vehicles, etc. And they're fixing all of that, or quote-unquote fixing it. Because here's the reason why I don't really trust 343 fixing it, and I want to wait and see. A lesser-known fact is at the end of Reach's lifespan, you know this, the casual person may not, they came in and took the reins before that game went away, and they put in a title update, and they did all this stuff, and it was horrible.
I remember that title update. Oh my god.
They didn't fix a thing. Because...
Now,
yeah.
what they need to fix, and this is the only one, get rid of the ball and Griffball. There you go. That's all you need.
Wow.
Our minds were all just blown, bro.
Yeah.
That's wow, I knew you would say that.
LJ and Mezzo know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, KD is what matters.
No, it does not.
Yes, it
It
does.
is.
Yes, it does.
Who says?
That is what matters.
Who says you're a chump? Okay.
A chumper's got the best KD.
Oh, he's got you there.
Wow. Wow.
I am ring.
Reverb.
Yeah, reverb. Okay, well, that pretty much wraps it up for that. I don't have anything else to add on the topic of Halo. LJ, you still alive?
I love a 343.
LJ,
Yeah, I'm here.
yeah, you're still
okay.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now. My feelings on that, I just want a game of Reach. That should say all it needs to.
We will play it then, if that's how you feel.
LJ was a very known, or had a very known hatred of Reach for the longest time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
In
Despite
case
being
you
one of
guys
the
need some backstory.
Tell me
being one of the more
reminiscent podcast.
advantageous players.
Yeah.
I just want a game of Rumble Pit.
Well, if that's what you want, that's what you shall have when this is over. With us, that is. You'll, obviously play it on your own.
Are you
So-
serious? I don't want to play Reach.
But it's good.
Then go play Halo 4.
I will play Halo 4.
I'm good for whatever, you know that.
Oh my-
Okay,
I'm just doing this up.
let's...
I got a question. Who has Minecraft for the Xbox?
Tired of going back to Reach.
Me, Var, LJ, Vin...
I do not have Minecraft for the Xbox.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, I need
Nor do
your
I.
guys' help.
Don't either.
what do you...
The closest thing we have to the Minecraft on the Xbox is the demo.
What? Oh no.
Darn.
Does anyone have the full game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone but Var
Me.
and Nyra and Jordan.
All
To
right,
be
let me
honest,
send.
I'm not a fan of the Xbox version.
But
Oh,
I played
come on.
it before. I'm just not a fan.
but
Do you still have it?
she did. She
Well,
only has the demo.
yeah, didn't we establish that my brother and I already have just the demo?
Yeah.
Then you haven't faced the full experience, therefore your judgment is poor.
Well, it's not my favorite version
demos
of Minecraft.
usually are
I'm
forming an
Well-
opinion on the final product before buying.
I'm just
It's-
more of a fan of the actual PC Minecraft.
That's where it started out. That's where we're staying for now.
Now,
Well,
maybe I could change your mind by showing you what I've created over the past 2
Uh,
months.
So-
Don't worry, it's pretty good.
Okay.
To be
It's really
honest,
good.
I'm fine with my normal Minecraft.
All right, fine. Mezzo, jump on. Let me show you.
I will when this is over. But I'm gonna wrap this up first.
Oh man.
So okay,
So-
for the final thing, unless anyone else really has anything else to say besides Nyra and Jordan's thing,
Like what? Our vacation?
I wanted to ask, yeah, you guys, the reason why we have not seen much of you around is because first you guys went on a vacation to California, then you got back, and then you went somewhere else.
Bremerton.
Okay. It's like if you guys have any stories you want to share from that experience, feel free, and if not, that's fine too. But yeah.
Our trip to California, it took 2.5 days to get down to San Diego, where we met Darian, which I'm pretty sure LJ still doesn't like very much.
This is true.
And once we were done in San Diego, we went up to Anaheim for the week
Went
And,
to California, Universal.
and went to Disneyland, California Adventure, and Universal Studios.
Ah, badass.
And we got
Yeah,
a bunch of memorabilia from it.
Yeah, at Universal, we actually rode on the Simpsons ride, which is actually a lot of fun.
Nice.
The
Yeah.
Simpsons ride. What the hell?
Yeah, they have a Simpsons ride at Universal.
Did I miss something? When the hell did they make that?
So
Yeah,
weird.
I have no idea. It was the first time I ever went to Universal. It was actually so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
A Simpsons ride.
Yeah, it has Sideshow
fuck?
Bob trying to get revenge over Krusty. It's basically Sideshow Bob trying to get revenge of Krusty
And The Simpsons.
Ah,
for putting him in jail.
I'm so dumbfounded. I don't know what to say.
The Simpsons ride. Okay.
Okay. Of all the quirky rides I've ever seen, I think that might have to top it. Because the only one I can think of that's even more weird than that is the Popeye ride, and that was yeah. It's this theme park in I think Florida. I forget what it was. I think it was in the Universal Studios in Florida. And it was this big water ride. It was so obnoxious with its buckets. It keeps dunking you every time you even move 5 feet in the tube. By the time I got off that thing, I was drenched to the bone. And to
Yes.
make it more ironic, it was raining that day.
Wow.
Speaking of water, the
in Disneyland after watching the Captain EO thing. If you don't know, Captain EO is
Yeah, I do.
Shimon!
it's basically George Lucas and Michael Jackson combining minds and making EO. We went on to Space Mountain. Nyra was really anticipating Space Mountain, thinking it was going to be good. And when she got off the ride, she was green.
I almost threw up and or passed out.
Damn.
And a lot of people are saying that's a mild roller coaster, Space Mountain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, it was one of the worst rides that they have for people who have motion sickness
fine.
problems.
I just got off the ride a little bit shaken in my head.
How'd you boys? How'd you ma'am?
Had the kids, had your wives, but yeah.
Is it too much to ask?
Yes, it is.
Outdated joke. So basically, we spent the next half hour waiting in line for Haunted Mansion to recover from her almost traumatizing vomit.
They call it the Hulk syndrome. She was so green.
I was so green.
Her lips were the same.
My face my lips were pretty much the same color as my skin. Like how it normally is.
Did somebody see you from afar and say, "Ooh, a cucumber"? I'm kind of hungry right now.
It would have been hilarious if that happened, but no.
Oh,
Later
man.
on, we went on Haunted Mansion, which was pretty mild. The hitchhiker ghosts were hilarious, though.
It's just a smoke and mirrors effect, nothing to be bad.
I know.
And after Haunted Mansion, we went on to Pirates of the Caribbean, which, of course, one of our favorite rides.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
It does have a
One of the
movie
more
based
mild
on it.
rides, and of course, it had to be updated to
Jack
fit
Sparrow.
the
Yeah.
movies. So it had Jack Sparrow, Barbossa, J.B. Jones, and Blackbeard. But
Whoa, it's that.
Jones and Blackbeard are only projected onto like a smoke machine very briefly.
Yeah, I remember that. They had it at Disneyland. One in them.
We basically spent most of our time in Disneyland in the Tomorrowland area where Space Mountain and Star Tours is. Star Tours, again, is a motion sim,
All right, we also went on Astro Blasters, too.
which is a shooting game. It's
Is that
basically
Buzz Lightyear thing?
Yeah, it's the Buzz Lightyear
Yeah.
shooting gallery.
I remember that.
It's so badass.
I haven't been on that since I was like 4 years old.
Oh, come on.
The thing
You
is,
gotta keep riding on.
with the fin on the top of the blaster, I was using that as a sight, and that was a very bad idea. I still got a higher score than Nyra.
Wow.
I probably got the lowest score.
Now, to be fair, you're 12 years old, so.
Well, yeah.
And so, you know.
And I've actually handled the gun before.
So there you go. So I won't hate on you or knack on you for getting a low
I'll
score.
hate on you.
Okay.
Let's see, we went on those rides, and then we went to California Adventure a couple days later.
Did
And
you
then
go
went
to
back
Grizzly
Disneyland
Mountain?
Because Radiator Springs Racers, of course, is a very popular ride. So there was a 3-hour wait at the time. So we got soaring over California.
We went to Soarin' Over California. We saw the It's Tough Being a Bug.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
They had that at the Animal Kingdom too. Oh,
and
man.
also, while we were there, we did not go on Tower of Terror. I know. But one of the funniest things while we were there, my dad mentioned, "Did you want to go on California Adventure?" And my brother and I said no in sync.
You mean Tower of Terror?
No, it's just because we both don't like heights. We are not a fan of falling or heights.
Oh, well, that my reason is totally different.
But if there's nothing there, hell no, I'm out.
Same. We also went on the Finding Nemo submarine ride, which is actually pretty interesting. And especially during the ending, he's like, we'll never tell anyone about this, right? Right.
You're right. Wait a minute, you just told us. Uh-oh.
Edit that out. Edit, quick.
Never mind. But of course, we got Mickey ears because no Disneyland trip is complete without getting Mickey ears.
And
Yeah,
And of course, in the Tomorrowland gift shop, there was 2 sections of the gift shop where you could make and buy your own lightsabers.
Yeah, my
You
brother
can
and I
make
both.
your own lightsabers. Now that sounds.
Yeah. My brother and I both made our own lightsabers. Mine kind of looks a bit like Count Dooku's,
Sure.
I'd say. Except with the purple
Lame.
blade.
And of course, we got I got a lightsaber keychain, which now I wear on my side to help hold up my dragon chain. Which, of course, the chain on the dragon chain has sentimental value. It used to belong to my mom, which is unfortunately no longer with us.
I'm sorry, man.
Anyways,
Man, this took a downturn.
and then
Anyways!
once we got down to downtown Disney, we went over to the Lego store, which is on the other end of downtown Disney.
Which
And
we could have just taken the freaking monorail.
No,
Sorry.
that'd be too convenient.
Did you take pictures with the giant Tahoe?
that's Legoland.
Yeah.
What? No!
Giant
No,
Tahoe.
no, it wasn't. Wait,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Legoland.
That giant Tahoe is in Legoland, dude.
there were multiples. I remember going. I've been to Disneyland too.
There wasn't
There
a
was a
giant
giant
Tahoe.
Tahoe.
There
Well,
wasn't.
unfortunately, that Tahoe stuff isn't there anymore. It's all toys.
Oh!
Was there a
Is-
was there a Furno statue? Please tell me there was a Furno statue.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
There, we went there
No,
in
it's all Toy
2012.
Story stuff, and then there's like Aladdin hanging in the store itself. But
Okay.
I
There's
got
also a giant
the,
dragon.
that what set is it? It was the Knights of the Old Republic Jedi Starfighter, and I got
Oh, that's badass.
I
I
got
got- yeah.
4.0 because Raka wasn't there. But I
Who'd you
ordered.
get?
I got that.
You didn't
What?
get Raka. You didn't get
No, I
Raka.
did not get Raka. I got Bulk
Oh, he's good.
4.0.
And while I was there, I decided, hey, why don't I just get something too? So I got a creator set. I got the Fire Engine creator set. I love the creator sets because you can make them into multiple things.
Make
Oh,
like
I love the creator sets too.
anyway, what's the point?
What?
What is it?
Anyways, after that, we went to Jamba Juice to grab a couple smoothies. I got a razzmatazz edited, or kind of modified, because I can't have blueberries and they use mixed berry juice, so I had to get orange juice instead.
Berries, because yeah.
No, I can't have blueberries because I am allergic to them.
That's
I
unfortunate.
ate way too many of them when I was younger. That's how I got the allergy to that, grapes, and apples.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's mostly because,
Peanut butter for you.
well, with nuts, that's kind of more of a genetic thing.
Well, of course, peanuts aren't a nut; they're a bean, a legume.
You know,
Anyways.
at least it's not as bad as my friend who's allergic to
Anyways.
cheese.
Guys, let's end it. It's too
But
long.
I have the story.
And once we got to Universal Studios, we got off the Transformers ride and went on to Waterworld, I think it was.
Yeah, we went to
Nice.
Waterworld. We got to see Waterworld. And
Oh.
also,
Waterworld
I got to
sucks.
go
We went
on.
to the gift shop, and of course, I had to get a Decepticon T-shirt.
Of course.
And also,
Decepticon saw.
while we were there, I went on Plum. I went with Plum and his dad on Jurassic Park. I was the only one in my family to go on that one.
I just didn't feel to it. It was basically like Pirates of the Caribbean, correct?
Kind of. The drop was way longer though. I almost fell out of the ride seat.
Kill me.
It was ridiculous.
I could accelerate that killing process with my Stampede. Did you want that?
You won't even make it near me
That's
with
serious.
that thing.
It was
That's-
like really steep. It was probably like
Tons of
90.
goodness.
It It's probably like an 85-degree angle straight down into water, and I got my entire shoulder wet. Still my lap
your
wet.
shoulder.
I got a lot of my. I pretty much got almost half of my body wet on that ride. It was so much fun. And also, when I looked at the picture, they usually take a picture when you're going down the ramp,
You were puking.
long drop. And I looked at the picture and I looked completely constipated.
Yeah.
A loser.
Yeah.
The maturity. The maturity.
Constipated.
Loser.
Oh, shut up!
What a
Like you did
dork.
Space Mountain.
Loser.
Dork.
Loser. Loser.
Okay.
Loser.
Okay.
Man, I get it.
Enough picking on.
Shut up.
Loser.
Called
Loser.
You can be replaced.
bucks for
Shut-
few maps and weapons.
Sure thing, Marty Gras.
Loser.
Ben!
Drop.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for your stories, and well, that was all for TTV episode.
I have a story.
Okay,
And
bye.
also introduced the Robo
Next episode, okay?
Okay, real quick, Var. What was your story, Var?
Make it quick.
Okay. Yeah. Loser.
Ben! Shut up!
Yeah. Okay. What was
Shut the heck up!
Valve make DLC.
what was your story?
Nyra.
Say the story.
Okay. Alright, so I'm in a French class at my school, and we had some foreign exchange students from France come over to visit for like a week. Well, obviously the customs in France are quite different than it is in America. So like one of my classmates, she's hosting one of the French students, I guess. And she was telling us about how she like woke up one morning and went out into her kitchen, and one of the foreign exchange students was just standing there completely naked, drinking the milk in her fridge.
What?
Dude.
What?
What is this? We do not.
I was just so confused. It was pretty funny.
Wait, completely naked drinking milk?
Yes. like straight out of the carton. Like
What on earth?
Oh, wait.
What my,
It's like, hey, Teach.
what my friend Austin told me the other day when we were waiting to get into band rehearsal, he said he was going to go to a metal concert with his friend, and they were going to go in a chicken suit and a banana suit.
wow.
On purpose. Of course, my friend Tristan, which is the bass player and vocalist for my band currently, said that you should change the chicken suit to a gorilla suit, and I suggested to bring maple syrup and feathers. So you can throw the maple syrup into a mosh pit and then throw the feathers in.
Turn everyone into a chicken!
Wow.
That is a
There's
great
little
idea.
kids.
You gotta lather
I have
that
a-
banana up, man.
I have
Figuring
a-
it.
I have a new perspective on the French.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
that
part
gorilla's
French.
got what he wants.
That concerns me.
I'm
Oh.
also Nyra and I are also
When
part
the French
Irish.
guy
so
was
we got
standing
sun
naked
and
drinking
culture
milk
and-
Okay,
in some
first of
foreign
all,
Irish.
person's house.
we have pale skin. We're freaking Anglo-Saxon white, okay? It doesn't matter if we're like a quarter Irish or anything. We're all white.
Boo!
And
Irish.
you're loser.
Boo!
More important than
Scottish for the win.
Okay,
More
that's so.
Okay, anyway.
important that everyone in this call is white.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, end it now, Meso!
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not white. I'm Puerto
Yeah.
Rican.
Not white either.
Meso, hurry!
So, I would like
Neither
to
has
thank,
been.
I would like to thank everyone for listening. Didn't I say this was episode 55? Yeah, 55.
I thought you said 65 at the
Oh
beginning.
yeah, 65. Sorry.
I said 75 at the beginning.
65. Yes. Thank you for listening to episode
It's 75 though.
55. It is not 75.
I got a question.
Thank you for listening, losers.
What is your question, Ian?
Don't insult our
How-
fan base.
How long have you guys gone since I jumped in?
Just an hour.
You're kidding me, really? That's so short.
All right.
Now let's keep going. At another hour and a half.
Thank you for listening, and we value your feedback. Be sure to like, favorite, comment, rate, subscribe, participate, favorite, share, promote,
Tweet.
promote,
Yada, yada,
participate,
yada.
twinned it, rate it, Yahoo group it,
Instagram it.
like,
Subscribe to our individual
What
channels.
is twinning it? What does that mean?
Ben, would you just stop saying loser?
get it, trend.
I said lose it.
What are you doing?
Stop saying loser.
Nyra, why you always have to yell?
Yes, I'm Messinak.
I'm Vodaran.
I'm going out of my mind! I mean, I'm
You had
LJ.
lost that a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm LJ.
I'm Venom.
I'm Nyra.
The loser.
I'm Jordan.
Venom, shut up.
Too much sugar.
I'm Felicia Day. I'm Ian.
And thank you all
I'm
for listening.
saving the best for last.
Goodbye.